Okay, I'm going to do two probability problems here. Um, the first one I'm going to do just because I want you to make sure that you understand a deck of cards. Now, in class, if you have a question about a deck of cards, you can always ask, and I will answer that, even during a quiz. So, let's say I wanted to know what is the probability of pulling clubs from a deck of cards and rolling a 3 on a die. Okay. Well, first of all, we got to remember, and means that we're going to be multiplying. In a deck of cards, there are 4 suits: clubs, diamonds, spades, and hearts. And so, since there's 4 suits, that means that the probability of pulling a club is just 1/4. The probability of rolling a 3 is 1/6. And so actually, just to find this one, all we got to do is multiply. So 1/4 times 1/6. Just a reminder of how to multiply fractions. We just multiply straight across. So 1 times 1 is 1. 4 times 6 is 24. So that's all there's to it. Now, just another thing or two about cards. There's also 4 of each card. Like there's 4 kings, there's 4 aces, there's 4 nines in there, that kind of thing. So there's 4 of each card. There's 4 suits, that kind of thing. But again, if you have a question about cards during the quiz, I will answer those. The other problem that I wanted to do was something that we really haven't seen a whole lot. We did one out of the book that was very similar to this. You can do this with pie charts. You can do this with trees, the little probability trees. You can do this with a whole bunch of different ways. But we're going to say that little Johnny has a choice between wearing flip-flops, tennis shoes, or sandals. And each one of those is going to be an equal probability. So it's going to be a 1/3 chance there, a 1/3 chance there, and a 1/3 chance there. So that's his probabilities for his shoes. And then his probabilities for his pants. So we've got blue jeans. We've got... So blue, black, and let's go shorts. Okay? But he wears blue jeans half of the time. And he only wears black jeans 1/4 and shorts 1/4 of the time. Okay, so this is what makes it a little bit different, is it's not equal in this case. So the pieces of the pie are not equal, or whatever we wanted to look at. So I'm going to make a little tree. So I'm going to go, okay, flip-flops, tennis shoes, and shorts. And I'm going to put 1/3 on each of those. Okay. Now, if we continue this out, we can have flip-flops with blue, black, or shorts. We could have this one with blue, black, and shorts. And this one also with blue, black, and shorts. Okay? And each one of those probabilities is already spelled out to us. And so it's 1/2 there on all the blues. 1/4, 1/4, 1/4, 1/4, and 1/4 and 1/4. So we have all of our probabilities in place. Now we can actually start answering questions. Now again, you can do this with the area model, because with the area model, you can put one third, one third, one third down one side, and one half, one fourth along the top or along another side, and be able to calculate probabilities just same as this. So whichever method you like to use. So at this point, I can ask questions. I can say, okay, what's the probability that he wears tennis shoes with blue jeans? And you have to just kind of say, okay, what does that word with mean? It means and blue jeans. So tennis shoes and blue jeans would be, oh, one third times one half equals 1/6. And so you can do any of them like that. Or you could even do something like, what's the probability of wearing flip-flops and jeans? And you got to understand that jeans include both the blue jeans and the black jeans. So there's actually a 3/4 chance of wearing jeans. So flip-flops would be 1/3, and then there's a 3/4 probability of wearing jeans. So it ends up being 3/12, which is equal to 1/4. Make sure you reduce, because if you don't reduce. Now again, real probability is a decimal between 0 and 1, but in this case, if we're talking fractions, okay, it's just fine. It's all good. Okay? So you do these problems in almost any of the methods that we've talked about. You just need to make sure that you understand kind of how to set them up. So again, we could do this one with the area model very, very well as well. So your choice. All right, we'll see you in class.